Texasy fam. I just wanted to make a Texas eclipse video because I didn't get a chance to make a pre-Texas eclipse video talking about all the powerful energies of the eclipse and what it's going to do for our world. So I'm going to make up for that with this video. For starters, this is the cute hood that I got. I love this hood. It makes me look like a cute little Jedi. What do you think? And I also want to get a close-up of this cute little pendant I got. Because it was so expensive, I didn't think I was actually going to go to the Eclipse Festival, but somehow I made it and had some lucky opportunities that allowed me to have a really good time, despite it only being for one day. I was only there for the 7th and part of the 8th for the eclipse. I drove all the way from Oregon by myself. It was over 30 hours just to get from Oregon to Texas. I did stop and sleep at a few places. Unfortunately, I did not take a lot of pictures or videos because I was trying to have the time of my life, but I did get some footage of the nightlife and I'll put that near the end of the video. First, I want to show some footage of the day of the eclipse, which I think was very powerful. When I was walking back from my car to the festival on the 8th, it kind of brought back COVID fear campaign vibes. Everyone was in a rush to leave and trying to get out at once, but I was only there for one day, so I was not in a hurry. So I went back into the festival grounds, back to see if I could find any friends or missed connections. And I was really happy that I did because I met this woman who was an experienced eclipse chaser and she was going to stay. She said that storms are really common during an eclipse as part of the purification process, and she wasn't going to miss the eclipse. And I didn't want to miss it either, so here's all my footage from the eclipse gathering. Enjoy. So that is when I decided to walk to the indigenous camp because I knew if anyone was going to stay, it was going to be them. They are the original caretakers of this land, and as a people whose ancestors are not native here, we have a responsibility to assimilate to this land, to become one and merge with it, and this was the perfect opportunity to do that. I made the decision to stay in solidarity and unity with the indigenous energy and planet Earth in her moment of transition. I don't have a video of it, but we did ceremony and respected the energies of the indigenous presence that guided the people in this monumental moment. We came together as one people and made that conscious decision to be here and now. With our collective intentions, we manifested a brilliant time in history. Even though the storm wasn't supposed to come till later in the day and there was some clouds, we had a great view of the eclipse during the moments before and during the celestial event. A lot of emotions ran high and people couldn't contain their excitement and expressed much needed release. But there were a lot that valued this moment in time as an opportunity to move inwards and value the authenticity of the moment with silence and reflection. This was my first total eclipse and I'm very grateful to have been here with my star family and Earth family for this moment. When the light returned to the people of Earth after what seemed to be a long moment of darkness, 2 days became one. Let us remember the message of this unity, that we are one people of many differences, but also many similarities. Let's remember to treat each other with respect despite our strong opinions, and honor Mother Earth in every action that we take, considering the impacts of our decisions in everyday life, and bring that with us wherever we go. We have the power to change the world for the better, and it is our responsibility to do so. May our every action be in love and accountability. For we not only live for ourselves, but the great organism that we call Mother Earth, and the life forms that will live therein when we depart. Okay, I'm going to the sun stage now, and I forgot to take a picture of it, but somewhere over there. had an incredible time at the Texas Eclipse Festival, even though it was only for a day of festivities. The music was really good, and it's hard for me to stay awake late at night because I don't do drugs and I'm not a coffee drinker, but I'm really happy that they had something called fire chai, which totally kept me awake, and now I want to make a habit of bringing spicy chai to festivals from now on. But of course, the music plays a huge role in that, as I absolutely can't stay mentally stimulated and awake when I'm tired and the music sucks. But the music at the festival was perfect. I had the pleasure to listen to some good drum and bass, which is my favorite genre of electronic music. Coming in close second is psytrance, and I spent a lot of time at the Sun stage, so anybody that was there and wanted to say hey but didn't have a chance, you can check out my socials and reach out to me and say hi. I hope in the future that people will learn how to party without putting themselves and others in danger by doing drugs irresponsibly, as well as leaving their garbage everywhere, but it's definitely a reflection of where our world is at today and what we as a society need to work on. That is especially true for festivals that draw big crowds, as you get a lot of degrees of consciousness. Electronic festivals naturally attract those who want to experience those high vibes. Considering the drug abuse and the litter that these festivals attract, we have to be there for each other and be an example of that peaceful world we are trying to create. We live in a very violent society, and there is no generation that is free from the emotional and psychological damage of our world. So we need to have patience for those who are still learning how to deal with their trauma in a healthy way, and be there for our family who are still struggling. Let us be that safe space and a fine example of peace, love, unity, and accountability. It is so worth going to these huge electronic festivals every now and then because of the beautiful souls that reflect these values and are working hard to make this world a better place, as their gifts enhance and spread to others to share and bring back with them to their homes and towns. So I hope you brought some high vibes back with you. Texas needed these energies. Texas needed the collective love and vibrations of the beautiful souls who dedicate their lives to spreading the light and being an example of peace for 5D Earth. This has been a strong push towards 5th density and 5th dimensional consciousness, and I am glad to have been a part of it. So thank you to all my fellow love and light warriors of truth, peace, and liberation. Live long and prosper.